and welcome here to TalkFCB, and with the Champions League returning, Barcelona kicking it off at the Camp Nou against the Hungarian champions, Ferencvaros, and we didn't know what to expect. Barcelona hadn't won in 2 successive games. We came into this on the back of losing at the weekend, and first of all, I've got to apologise, because in the match preview, I said this game would be 4-1. It wasn't 4, it was 5! Barcelona back on top, with some really nice goals, some great moves in this game, and some really exciting goal scorers. It's all coming up in today's review. We've done it! Onwards and upwards. Because in terms of the starting lineup, Ronald Koeman did actually make a lot of the changes that we potentially discussed there in the match preview. Ansu Fati and Philippe Coutinho returned to the starting lineup there, with Trincao coming in on the right-hand side, with Antoine Griezmann not only on the bench, but staying on the bench for the entirety of the 90 minutes. Pjanic there came into midfield to replace Sergio Busquets, and that there was the starting 11, and the team that Ronald Koeman put his faith in to get this Champions League campaign underway. And I first of all have to say, before we get into the fantastic goal, before we get into the real positives of this game, one thing that wasn't good tonight was the start we had to the game. I thought actually we started the game really slowly. One thing I would say is that the atmosphere, without any fans on a Champions League night inside the Camp Nou, it was a bit eerie. It did take some getting used to there. The fact that it was completely silent, a lot of shouting you could hear from the players tonight. And Ferencvaros started really well. They actually had a goal ruled out for offside early on, around 10 minutes gone there. Ball in behind, play carried on. They actually put the ball in the back of the net, but later it was ruled for offside. But that was a few warning signs there, with Longley and Piqué being caught out. And 10 minutes later, we hadn't learned our lesson. That was the worrying part there. In the early stage of the game, it's a simple long ball over the top, and Piqué and Longley, they just watch it. They don't go and close the ball down. They don't really get tight to Ferencvaros. They let them play, they let them work the ball, and it's an unmarked shot there from inside the area that goes crashing against our own crossbar, and that was poor. Barcelona there, in the opening 20 minutes of the game, we simply couldn't get going. And that's why the run from Messi, that's why the injection of pure pace, pure magic from Lionel Messi, it was so welcomed, and I was so happy to see him do it. Because just over the 25-minute mark, Messi picked up the ball on the right-hand side. He was very deep there inside the attacking half. He was all on his own, to be honest. One defender coming out to close him down. He easily skips past him. Trincao leaves the ball to Messi. Messi approaches the next man. He takes him on too. And it was almost as though Messi just flipped a switch. Suddenly then, he was in full Messi mode. He was gliding past defenders, brilliant acceleration, and there was simply no stopping him. When he puts it on like that, when he starts turning it on, there is absolutely no chance of stopping him. The only way to do that is to bring him down. That's exactly what happened. Messi making his way into the box, looking to go round some more. The leg comes out, he's brought down, and it is a penalty kick for Lionel Messi, which he does dispatch just about past the goalkeeper. And although, yes, it is another goal for Messi that's from the penalty spot, one thing that we can take a lot of pride from was that run, that build-up there from him. And his all-round play tonight was certainly much improved. I thought he played a really good playmaking role. He was helping those around him. Trincao was linking up with also Pedri when he came on, and of course Dembélé later on, as we're going to discuss. So Messi today, I felt, was certainly playing at a better level, and I particularly felt towards the end of the half there was some real urgency from Barcelona, and that's what I like to see when we're really trying to get that extra goal, trying to force that and really playing the ball nice and quick. There was a good move there down the right-hand side. Trincao again heavily involved. He had that left back there of Ferencvaros on toast, to be perfectly honest with you. Every single time he was breezing past him, he was pulling out the tricks. Really promising stuff there from Trincao. He gets to the byline, pulls it back to Ansu Fati. Good ball, and it's a brilliant save from the goalkeeper. And just a few minutes later as well, Messi was racing through, just about offside. It was cool, but he went through there and hit the crossbar. So Barcelona, before that half-time, they were looking to get that second goal, looking there to try and kill the game, and eventually it came. Courtesy there, a brilliant link-up play between first Ansu Fati. He lays it back there, lays it off to Frenkie de Jong, and de Jong is so good, so much improved again tonight from de Jong. He sees the run of Ansu, it's perfectly weighted. We've seen this several times during Frenkie's time with us here at Barcelona. It's a brilliant ball into his path. Ansu runs onto it. He makes a slight connection. Now I don't know if this is absolute genius from him or whether it just connects there with his shin. You can make your mind up on that, but either way, really good goal. Ansu Fati once again, the 17-year-old scoring in a Champions League game, and you know what? It wouldn't be the last 17-year-old to score on this night. Because in terms of the second half, Barcelona very much so picked up where they left off. Messi, like I say, in that playmaking role there at the heart of everything, in that central forward position. He gets the ball there, he rolls it back, picks out Ansu Fati, and it's a wonderful piece of skill from the young man. He actually brings it into his body there, and then he backheels it, takes everybody out the equation, into Philippe Coutinho, who doesn't even need to take a touch. He's coming onto the ball there from the left-hand side, and I don't think you really had any doubt. When Coutinho there is approaching the ball in that stance of his, we know that he's such a good striker of the ball. It's a brilliant connection, bottom left-hand corner, no chance for the goalkeeper, and it was 3-0 for Barcelona, and it looked like plain sailing. However, despite Ronald Koeman bringing on a number of changes, Firpo replacing Sergio Roberto, Pedri coming on for Ansu, and Ousmane Dembélé replacing Francisco Trincao, on the 68th minute mark, we did get a little bit too comfortable. And the mistake originally comes here in midfield from Pjanic. Is a bit of a lazy pass, a bit of a nonchalant pass there. Like I say, I think we got a bit too cosy with our lead. He gives it away in a bad area of the field. Ferencvaros there looked to break. Pjanic doesn't recover, doesn't make that challenge there on the halfway line. And suddenly then, we are in a bit of trouble. It's a good ball in behind, it has to be said, but Piqué, he was never getting back there, and I felt that right the way through the game, as the centre forward there, his pace was hurting us all game long, not just Piqué, but Longley too. Piqué there's all over him, he's grabbing him, he's pulling him back, he makes his way into the penalty area, he eventually goes down. Referee not only points to the spot, but also sends off Gerard Piqué, which is significant, not only in terms of the game, but also the fact now that Piqué will miss the match against Juventus after he was sent off in this one. And after Ferencvaros converted that penalty, you were wondering there what sort of response we were going to see from Barcelona. For quite a few minutes, he was a bit nervy. You know, we didn't want to concede another goal because then the alarm bells really would have been ringing. But I've got to say, then Dembélé came to life. He came on. Again, he looked a little bit nervy in the opening stages after coming on. I still feel as though he's still getting up to speed with things. It still has been such a long time since he's been playing these sorts of minutes out on a pitch. But I think it was brilliant the way that he finished the game. Number one, his assist for Pedri, 8 minutes from time. He's down that right-hand side, and this is what we want to see from Dembélé. It's direct, it is ruthless, it is brilliant dribbling from him. He just gets his head down and he's running at you. And when he does that, much like Messi in the first half, you simply cannot stop him. He takes on one, takes on two, breezes there to the byline, and not only that, but he has the final ball. He cuts it back there into the path of Pedri. It's a really good finish too, because that ball there is slightly coming in behind Pedri, but he deals with it so well, caresses it there into the bottom corner. And like I say, Ansu and Pedri, the two 17-year-olds, scoring on the night. And it was great to see, because that young man, the way he's been playing lately, he deserves it. There was time, though, for one more goal in Barcelona's favour in this one, and it was probably one of the most emotional goals of the night. It was one of those where it was a heartwarming feeling to see Ousmane Dembélé back on the score sheet after such a long time in competitive action, and it was a really good goal too. Pedri was involved there in the build-up play. He finds Messi. Again, Messi is in that central role, and that's the thing, when you put Messi that advanced in the field and that central, he's not only going to be capable of scoring more often, but also creating and providing those around him with some good passes. Messi can turn in the box, there's lots of space there opening up. Dembélé completely unmarked. It's an easy chance to be fair, but he sticks it away. And that's what you want there, to build that confidence, just to get him feeling again like a Barcelona player. That's the way we want him to be thinking every single game, having that confidence in his ability. Because like I say, when he does what he does, he runs at defenders, when he's creating opportunities, when he's scoring goals, we all know what an asset Dembélé can be. I was so happy he scored tonight. I was so happy to see the run from Lionel Messi in the first half to win the penalty. It was brilliant what we saw. The promise from Trincao, Ansu on the score sheet, Pedri and Coutinho. There was lots to like tonight from Barcelona. But of course, the real work begins in the coming days with Real Madrid and Juventus coming up. And we'll need to up our level. Make no mistake about that. We will still need to improve. But tonight was a step on the right path. And let me know what you thought of the game in the comments down below. Who impressed you tonight? Who do you feel made a real impact? Do you feel as though Griezmann will make his way back into the team? Or did those who came in instead of him tonight make a big enough impact to keep him out of the Clásico? And of course, what do you make there of Piqué's red card? And will Araujo start against Juventus? It's a huge chance for him. Let me know all of that stuff down below. There's lots coming up in the days to come. I hope you enjoyed tonight's game. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça.